So I've come out this morning to have breakfast in a beautiful place, and I found this lovely little patch of grass next to a beautiful river. But what I found when I got here isn't great. This area is really popular with wild campers and people that just want to eat outdoors, which is brilliant, and I always encourage that, but leave no trace, you know. And in this particular place, it's failed. There's scarring all over this grass from those horrible little disposable barbecues that I hate so much. And look, there's a fire pit, or the start of a fire pit. But there's another fire pit and another fire pit. And look in this one, this is full of rubbish, right? If it's paper rubbish, it just burns off and it disappears, you know, so fair enough. But they're throwing in plastic, and the plastic doesn't disappear, it just becomes molten plastic. It takes a different form and stays here forever. And all the metal just rusts and rots and contaminates this gorgeous environment. We need to be better, we need to do better. So I'm off to get a bin bag and pick up all the rubbish before I even think about doing my breakfast. It's ruined it. I always use this insulating mat, but when you're using a spirit burner on this, it never transmits anyway. It's comfortable to hold, the bottom is cold. That rhymed. Could there be a better place to have breakfast? I think there are a lot of places equally as good, but not much better. And the simplest ingredients make the best food. Chorizo sausage, mushrooms, spot on. trout. I know I go on about this leave no trace stuff, but it really is a mindset, not just, you know, picking up litter. There's so much more involved. Thinking about where you're going, sticking to marked paths to avoid erosion. The kit you're going to take with you, down to the food, disposal of waste, all of that kind of stuff. It's just a mindset. Think about it before you go. And I always have a bin liner in the top flap or the stuff pocket of my Karrimor SF packs. I'm always picking up rubbish when I'm out, you know. If we all did it, hopefully that might make up in part for some of the arseholes that just leave their crap everywhere. And I know I do swear a bit, but it really does annoy me. This has got to be my favourite breakfast when I'm out. Just the sausage and the mushrooms, and the flavour leaches from the sausage into the oils, and it's just enough to keep me satisfied. I love it, absolutely love it. Food doesn't need to be complex, right, to be good. I should have a serviette, but I'll be a heathen and use my hand instead. Enjoying watching the changing of the seasons. So as I'm sat here next to the river, every so often you see a single leaf will just pass down through, and in a week or two that single leaf will become many leaves, and they'll come through the clear water, and it's like looking at little gold flakes in the river. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't waste any. It saves on doing dishes. And clean your own spoon. If you follow me on any of my social media feeds, you'll know that I'm an absolute coffeeaholic, and today I'm enjoying a brew from Explorer Coffees. I'll drop a link below. Oh, it's a bit hot. Oof. This is a beautiful place to have had breakfast. I'm going to turn the camera around. You get to see what I see. Hang on, put the coffee down. Carefully, it's valuable stuff. There, that is exactly what I was looking at when I had breakfast, although there was a kind of camera here somewhere. That's my view. There have been leaves coming down the river, there have been tiny trout popping around, eating before winter arrives, getting fat as you can be when you're a 3-inch long trout. This is awesome. Fooled ya. Breakfast is definitely my favourite meal of the day, and I think my best breakfast ever was a couple of years ago. I climbed Mount Kenya, and as I came down off the summit, the guys knew that my favourite breakfast was steak and eggs, so they'd carried it all up, and I had fillet steak with eggs for breakfast on Mount Kenya. That was cool. Drop me a message and tell me where your favourite breakfast was and what your favourite breakfast is. Breakfast is done, coffee's almost gone, time for me to go. Thank you very much for tuning in today to watch this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I think the button's here, but it could be somewhere else. I've got no idea where I'm pointing. As always, be good, be brilliant, be awesome, and remember, if I can help you in any way, get in touch, let's have a conversation and make good stuff happen. See ya.